I was single in 98, whatever. A show called Sex and the City came out, and everybody was watching it. I was watching it. Some of it disturbed me, some of it was great, but mostly it was a lot of fun. It was funny and very brutally honest, and there was a genuine authenticity to it. So, 2020, they decide they want to do a new one. Kim Cattrall, who played basically the most popular character on the show, Samantha, didn't want to come back. We don't really know why. Sarah Jessica Parker and the two other idiots blame her. She blames them. It's a fucking drama I don't give a shit about. Then Willie Garson, who plays Stanford, dies. Now, we knew Chris Noth was going to come back, and he was actually just watching the first few minutes was one of the best part of it, because let's put it bluntly, Carrie has turned into a 35-year-old millennial with a podcast and an Instagram account. Miranda is trying to be SJW around a black woman and insults her, and she's day drinking, and Charlotte's just a spoiled fucking brat. I am horrified. That was enough. That was enough. So then you've got Stanford and Anthony fighting, and the most normal thing going on there, oh, and Steve is deaf, because that's what happens when people turn in their 50s, they go deaf, because that's the creativity level here. So they go to Lily's piano recital. Carrie and Big were going to go to the Hamptons, and she just said, look, why don't we wait? I'll come back, and we'll go, and we'll leave tonight, or we'll go get a drink, and then we'll leave in the morning. Fine, whatever. Big got a Peloton, one of those bikes with the video and all that. And he's trying, he's in really good shape for a guy in his mid-60s. Looks real good, la la la. Carrie comes home, finds him in the bathroom, leaning up against the wall, and he looks up at her and he dies. He had a heart attack. They killed off basically the only male character worth anything in the show. Look, far be it from me to say anything. Hey, Lady Sandy, but where is the authenticity? Where's the joy? Where's the humor? Okay, Miranda's a drunk. Carrie's selfish and should have stayed with Big instead of going to Lily's piano recital. And now he's gone. Probably because he couldn't figure. This is how creative these people are. He doesn't have to be in every episode. But knowing that Carrie's got, he could show up, let's go out to dinner or to a party or whatever. She's with her husband. Okay. He doesn't have to be in every episode. But why'd they fucking kill him off? We spent 6 years waiting for them to get together, and he croaks. I mean, sure, shit happens, but where is... Sex in the City was always a fairy tale. Okay, it is. And there's no fun or joy in this dumpster fire, fucking whatever they want to call it. It is a dumpster fire. First off, Miranda's doing basically what I thought Miranda would do. Instead of actually just being a normal person, she wants to be an advocate for women, so she's going to get her master's degree in human rights. Did you know they have a master's degree in human rights? I thought pretty much if you took American government, you pretty much had an understanding of human rights since it's written into our Constitution. Oh, and by the way, this being literally in real life, one of the biggest, ugliest, most vile left-wing fascists bitches on the planet. Okay? Cynthia Nixon's a horrible person. She is just terrible. In fact, when she decided she wanted to run for governor of New York, I was like, oh God. I mean, even the woke of the woke didn't want her. That's how bad she is. Okay? But there's Miranda. I want to be an advocate for women. Shut up, we don't need your help. So, anyway, then you got Charlotte, who has not changed one bit. Lily and Rose are both older. Lily is studying to be a concert pianist. Rose is basically the youngest and a teenager and kind of a spoiled brat, daddy's girl. So that's the drama. Anthony and Stanford are still together, but Anthony and they're fighting. Let's see. Steve is deaf. There's really nothing there. I never understood why, when they wrote out Miranda's character, why they would have her married to a bartender, but I don't know. I didn't write it. And now we have Big, the romantic lead in the whole show, dead. I am literally like, and then of course, let's talk about Samantha, because there's an article today in Variety saying, well, she's Michael Patrick King saying, well, Samantha's not in the show, but she is. What the fuck does that mean? What, are you Ivan Reitman and Jason Reitman and are able to actually weave the actual character into scenes and have them do things? Jaime Piranha, they basically the girls outline the fight, and it's just stupid. Basically, Carrie and Samantha had an argument about what Samantha would be doing for her PR. And Carrie said, well, I want you to do my books. And Samantha packed her bags and moved to London. I'm going to ask you a question. A woman like Samantha, does anybody here think that Carrie would be her only source of income? No. The show suffers because Kim Cattrall's not in it. The show will not go beyond one season, okay? It is horrible. It is like, I wanted to give it a chance, and it's dead to me, okay? It's horrible. And of course, Carrie, instead of rushing to the phone to call 911, she doesn't know anything about, CPR, whatever. She just holds Big. It's so fucking stupid. I mean, I'm looking at this going, you just let him die without even trying. I mean, heart attacks, you start CPR, you call the ambulance, okay? You start CPR, they come in, they start working too, okay? Maybe you could save him, but no. Big. It was gross. It was horrible. It was, oh my God. They couldn't be bothered. Chris Noth so did not want to be part of this show that he couldn't be bothered to even let her try to save him. Or Michael Patrick King, and I don't know if Darren Star is directing it, but the writers couldn't be bothered into writing that in. It was just, I felt violated watching that shit. Okay? Violated. All right? It was just... So yes, I'm going to spoil this motherfucker into the ground. Okay, let's talk about the Wokey McWilkerton shit. First off, um, let's go into Miranda. Miranda wants to be a human rights, uh, get a master's in human rights, so she can be a woman, female advocate, because there aren't enough of female advocates running around New York. It's really sucks to be a corporate lawyer and making all those millions, doesn't it, Miranda? She walks into a class. She's what? I mean, she's what, 55? And Charlotte was giving her shit about her hair. She's let her hair go gray. So she not only looks old, she looks older than she is. Okay? Because we're all supposed to think that anybody, I'm in my mid 50s, by the way. I'm 53. We're all supposed to think that when you hit 50, you're supposed to be like your grandmother when she turned 40, putting on house dresses and letting yourself go to seed. Okay? That's not how it works. Not this day. So she walks in, and you've got this ugly, purple haired, nondescript male, female, wherever the fuck it was, saying, "Well, you're sitting in the professor's chair." And then some other wokey McWilkertons walking around. So she chooses another chair, and this black lady walks in with these braids. And Miranda, like the stupid bitch she is, tells the black lady, "You're sitting in the professor's chair." And the lady goes, "I am the professor." And then Miranda makes an ass of herself. "You're the professor? Oh my God." It's like, ladies and gentlemen, you have just met an affluent, white, female, ultra liberal. An awful. Okay. That is who Miranda and her alter ego, Cynthia Nixon, is. She's awful. Okay. It was it was like, oh my God, shut up. It was like watching Leslie Headland on Speed. I mean, it's so fucking fake and just, ugh. Anyway, but damn it, if you're us and you just want a good narrative, you're a bigot, a homophobe, a racist, and a misogynist. Okay. Late 40s? I was hoping you'd say late 30s. Anyway, so let's go further, okay? Let's go to Carrie. Carrie's got a podcast, and she posts stuff on Instagram. Like the rest of us. Like it's something that older people don't do. Her age, you know. The podcast is with this, I don't know, guy and this woman who's non-binary, yada, 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 blah, 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 mentally deranged person. That's the person that runs the podcast. Okay? And the words bull dyke do not do her justice. I mean, if you saw her in a dark alley, you would mistake her for a rhinoceros. Okay? Oh, you're lying, Sandy. You're lying. I mean, I'm literally like, what the fuck? And of course, the woman starts telling her, your podcast is going to end if you don't start saying things. Dirty, disgusting things. Okay, here's the deal. Carrie Bradshaw doesn't need to say it out loud. Just read her shit, okay? Why she's doing, I mean, it's just, so she's learning to be woke with this genderless, morbidly obese, by the way, fat bitch. Okay. Then we get Charlotte. Charlotte, if anything, is the same person she was when the last movie came out. She's not changed. Okay, you're not lying. I mean, I'm serious. She has not changed. It's like, and Stanford and Anthony are probably on the outs, even though Willie Garson, who plays Stanford, died. So they have to work that into the script. It's just terrible. It's just, I have never seen, I mean, I'm literally, let's put it this way. When Han Solo got run through by his piece of shit fucking dumpster fire should have been aborted son, the rat-faced ugly bletch, I was in shock. I was like, but then it turned to rage. Now I'm just enraged. If Chris Noth didn't want to be in the show, he should have been dead already in the show. Okay? All right. I am so disgusted. I can't even. And then Carrie is so fucking hysterical that she doesn't think to get up instead of running to him, calling 911, laying him flat on the bathroom floor, and then chest compressions, mouth, until the EMTs get there. They'd be there in 2 minutes. It's Manhattan. All right? There's probably a hospital around the block. Okay? Call the fucking. He was alive when she walked in. He looked up at her. I'm like, um, it's literally the worst thing I have ever seen in my life. And for a Sex and the City fan like I was, it's horribly disappointing. It is, and I put him in a timeout. I'm gonna kick him off the thing. It's literally, it's nothing like it used to be. It used to be exuberant, funny, crass, brutally honest. And it was like, first off, it's boring. And two of the characters, Miranda and Charlotte, I fucking can't stand. Charlotte's like one intelligence quotient higher than Callista Flockhart. Okay. Charlotte's an idiot. Okay, Charlotte is fucking stupid. All right. Miranda's just an awful. Carrie was the one I kind of, when I looked at her, I thought that's how I am. And Samantha with her fuck you, I don't give a shit attitude. That's how we all wanted to be. And now it's reduced to nothing. This is horrible. What has happened to them? They can't, their characters are not who they should have been. Maybe Carrie's was, but it's not to the point where you can actually see her progressing to this point. All right. So Miranda, just I think evaporated into the bitch that she always was. And Charlotte is just running in place. You know, there's nothing redeeming about this show. Nothing. It's the worst thing I have ever seen in my whole life. And I think for the good of the humanity, they should not air another episode because it's horrible. The last straw was killing off Big. Okay, if he doesn't want to be in the show, maybe that much, he was in this for like 5 minutes. You could take that 5 minutes and put it out through all eight episodes. Okay? He doesn't have to be in the show to be in the show, if you know what I mean. Okay? Very easily taken care of. All right? He could film like for an hour once a week. That would not kill him. He lives in New York City. I am just like, I don't understand what they were thinking, even bringing this back, if this is all the best they could do. I am speechless. I am horrified. Okay? I am absolutely horrified by what I saw. Anyway, I just wanted to rant. I needed to talk to somebody. I just sent a text to my best friend saying, I need booze, I need booze, I need booze, and I spoiled it for her. I did. I said, I don't want you to see it. It's horrible. I can't. It's horrible. It is. The woke shit was enough to drive me up, but big croaking, that was it. No more. No mas. No mas. This show should be an escape. Where is it? So, to Michael Patrick King, Sarah Jessica Parker, and the rest, fuck off. You fucked up. This is terrible. Go into retirement. Go hang your heads in shame. I don't care. This is terrible. This is the worst thing I have ever seen in my life. It's right up there with The Last Jedi, The Rise of Skywalker, and The Force Awakens. For shit. Yeah, you're right, Sandy. I mean, that's what it should have been. Anyway, I gotta go because I should go out and see my horse. And, oh, Jesus. Yuck. Well, not digging up the past, destroy the past. Or digging up, it's not even digging up the past. It's setting the past on fire, not continuing the story in a way that would make sense. It's just, let's take everything that made Sex and the City great and take a flamethrower to it. But let's leave these women here, but leave them hollow, meaningless, and shabby. Okay? Anyway, Steph, signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy. Fucking A.